Hey guys, welcome to another Trade Genius podcast. Got my good friend Bob here. And guys, we're going to talk about why gold, silver, Bitcoin, they're all mooning. Stay tuned.
Trade Genius.
Okay, Bob, so something's happened in the world because metals, Bitcoin, commodities have just been really getting bid up here. What's going on?
Phil, you ever hear that song from the 60s? Something's happening here. I'm not entirely sure what is clear. Well,
Yep.
I think what's clear is if you put this chart up, why these stocks are mooning and why this is going to continue this way. Look at the world's central bankers. Remember how we were kind of figuring out what the heck, what's going to get Bitcoin off its rear end? You know, what was the catalyst? And really what it was waiting for is the global liquidity surge to come in, and it's coming in. And look at MicroStrategy and Misty and Bido, they're not waiting. They're moving. In fact, they're moving ahead of Bitcoin and Coinbase as well. So I think they know it's happening here. But Phil, this is absolutely amazing.
Yep.
You know, we're not even in a recession around the world, and the central bankers are dropping their pants. This is not good news. And tomorrow, we're going to show you what the effect of that's going to look like. And reason why we're kind of bearish on a lot of things, but bullish on a few things. And Bitcoin loves it. And this is the catalyst. And the blow off top, you know, everything likes this in the beginning. And it's like eating too many, everybody's going to get sick. So what do you think about this, Phil? Pretty amazing. And this is just a start. You know, we could rival the COVID thing. I mean, there's that much stress in the system that the central banks have to, you know, basically what it is here, Phil, is that we have a derivative black hole and they got to just shovel cash into that hole, you know, or the whole thing implode. But what they get in the meantime is they get absolutely insane amounts of inflation. Hey everybody, it's Bob with Trade Genius. Usually I do fun ads. I talk about our service, but I want to be serious with you for a second. We've been helping a lot of people trading for a long time. As you can see here, I want to let them do the talking for me for a change. But most importantly, we want to help you too. If you have not joined our service yet, come check us out, tradelikeagenius.com. Full service. You know, we have chat room, we have the algorithms for you. We give trades out every day. We educate you. So go to tradelikeagenius.com, check us out. What you get out of our service is much, much more than what you put into it. And we'd like to see you in the room. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, if you're a secular bull here, this is not what you want to see at this point. You don't want to see the spikes in the rate cuts, and that's exactly what we're getting. And so it's playing into where we're going to see that trade develop, where TLT is going to outperform SPX. And I know guys have been asking about it. Oh, it's down. Guys, you have to look at that from zoom out on the weekly chart, right? You're laying into getting positioned for a trade that's going to play out over the next 18 months. So, getting in anywhere below 90, I think when you look back on the chart is going to look like a fantastic trade. It doesn't seem like it when it's setting up and things are, basing, what I would call it. Anything basing under $90 is a good entry, I think, over the long haul. So it's not a quick get rich quick type of trade, but it will make you a lot of money over the next 18 months and in a market where everything else is going to be going down. But yeah, rate cuts at this point, not what you want to see, because you have to remember this is a late business cycle, and you can have business cycles that top out and not get a recession, but you probably are guaranteeing a recession when you see the spike in the rate cuts. And that's because the central banks are quickly trying to react to an economy or economies that are stalling. And in this case, it's the global look, right, at the global rate cuts across all the central banks. China's toast. They've already thrown in the towel. They've already capitulated. They're going back to money printing. However, this time around, because they primarily feed off of the U.S. consumer, and the U.S. consumer hasn't quite got to the point where they're at yet. So when that happens, it doesn't matter what China does for printing, it's not going to help their economy. And then that's going to play into what we're going to show you guys tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss that one, because that's when we're going to be really into the thick of it, Bob. It's going to feel like nothing good is coming.
Yeah, and look, if people are complaining about a 2% pullback in TLT, you might as well just go to cash and hang it up. This thing ramped up 15-16% into the rate cut, and you're only getting a 2% pullback.
Right.
This thing's going to go straight up. And look, if Trump gets elected, China could do whatever they want to try to create, a deflationary export market Trump's just going to tariff it away,
Yeah.
and they're going to be stuck with goods and services they can't sell. So this is really interesting. And what people don't realize why this is different in the sense we have more people around the world not working anymore than ever before, and they're absolutely susceptible to an inflationary surge. These people are going to be shut down, and I don't think people quite get that yet. We're going to see, we're going to see poverty like we've never seen it before, when people are on fixed incomes and everything that they need to live on is just pushing through the roof. And that's the other thing that really bothers me about this, that in their last gasp to save asset prices, they're going to go ahead and they're going to destroy, the elderly around the world. And it is coming, and it's going to be brutal. And we're going to get all kind of bizarre solutions to this, and none of it's going to work. And then the whole thing's just going to ring around the drain and dump at some point. So stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to show you what it looks like from a timeline standpoint. With that, Phil, that's all I have. Come check it out. Trade with us. We've been absolutely killing it with these Bitcoin moves. And it's just not Bitcoin. It's going to be Bitcoin, Wolf, CleanSpark, Bido, Coinbase, MicroStrategy. The YieldMax products that are leveraged to Bitcoin are going to do well. A lot of good opportunities. Oil's holding up fairly well, considering that oil should be down at $60 at this point, but it's not. And gold every day or every other day is hitting all-time highs. So, this is where you want to put your money, and you want to be rotating out of tech. And yesterday we told you about NVIDIA hitting the wall. NVIDIA went down $3 today too, not because of our report, obviously, but it's at big resistance areas, and the rotation is upon us. So thanks, Phil, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Trade Genius.